What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Chris P, and I'm back with another video. And in today's video, we are going to talk about Automated Traders Basic Webhooks. In today's video, I will not only just show you that the webhooks are working, I will show you how to go ahead and actually link it using the alert system, okay, within TradingView. So this is going to be a very informative video, and keep in mind that Automated Trader Basic Webhook is going to be released this week with its new API. If you guys are not familiar with what API is, you no longer need an EA when using this automated system, okay? And as you guys can see here, the basic webhook is firing the way it's supposed to. And today I'm going to show you, okay, a few things on how to get set up and actually use your webhooks, okay? Now, keep in mind that because of my testing, I am not running my actual strategies, okay, on my time frame. Because if I was to go ahead and run this, for example, on the 45-minute chart, we would have to wait days, if not weeks, for testing, right? So instead, we're going to go ahead and use today's chart. We're going to use a 1-minute chart. As you guys can see here, this one is not necessarily that profitable, but it's for a reason. It's because it's going to go ahead and get us into positions. And as you guys can see here, on Automated Trader, we can go ahead and actually go to the trade section. All right. And as you guys can see here, we did have 2 profitable days. The first day of testing, we're not really looking for, profits. We're looking to see if when the system sends out an alert, is it firing an MT4? And this actually brings me to my next thing. If you guys need a reliable MT4 broker, right, you guys have to use the link down below. As you guys probably know, MetaTrader is making a lot of changes. And because of that, it's really hard to find brokers that are using MetaTrader 4, okay? So as you guys can see here, these are some of the results from today. And as you guys can also see, we have the basic webhook working with API, okay? No longer EAs. In order to go ahead and set up your account, all you have to do is click MT4, MT5. And keep in mind, guys, that this is going to be available for you this week. So if you guys are seeing it right now after this video, it is not available just yet. The basic will be out this week, okay, guys? You guys have my word on it. Me and the team have been working diligently to actually test this, and it's very, very simple to set up. So let's go ahead and actually jump into what a basic webhook is and exactly how to set up, okay? Because it's very, very simple, and it, you know, depending on what your strategy is, right, you can set this up for not only V3, you can use this for any indicator on TradingView, okay? Any indicator on TradingView. Now, one thing that I also want to go ahead and mention as well, if you're using this on a 3-minute chart or 1-minute chart, you will experience TradingView stopping your alerts because it's firing too many alerts. So you guys always want to make sure that you have this, okay, not paused, okay? You want to go ahead and make sure that you have it active, okay, as you guys can see there. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I don't want to go ahead and, talk your guys' ears off. Remember that Trusted Signals is on sale right now for $4.99. And when the basic webhook releases, it will no longer be $4.99. That's one thing that I can tell you, because the systems are way too powerful, okay? Now, if you guys are going to automate V3, okay, or the trend bot or any indicator from, or strategy rather, on Trusted Signals, this is exactly what you guys are going to have to do. So when we're talking about Trusted Signals V3, as you guys know, this thing is built in with a bunch of different settings, okay? The area that I want to go ahead and actually bring up right here is general alerts. Basically, when you're setting up an alert, okay, it's very simple. Now, keep in mind that when you're setting up alert, for example, right, all you're going to have to do is click this button right here, or if you want to go ahead and add an alert, you can go ahead and do so from here, create an alert, right? Now, when you're adding an alert with V3, okay, the way the advanced features are going to work, you're going to want to go ahead and go to alert function calls only, and then it's not going to go ahead and generate a message. For this specific basic webhook, you can pretty much name this anything you want, right? I'll go ahead and just name this test. where you're going to go ahead and paste your message is right here. Now, how do you get that message? Okay. And this is exactly what I'm going to go ahead and go over. In order to go ahead and do so, you have to be very, very specific on what alert you want, especially when it comes to the V3 strategy. As you guys can see here, this is the new basic webhook. Okay. As you guys can see here, this is the basic, this is the advanced. Today, we're going to go ahead and discuss the basic, and the basic will be available for you guys to use this upcoming week. Okay. Now, these are for your entries, market order. Okay. And this is for your updating your stop loss, and this is for your close order. Each of these is going to go ahead and give you a specific message for a specific alert. So, with that in mind, okay, as you guys can see here, you guys can set up your stop loss, your take profits, okay? You can also have your time filter if you do not want trades to open. You can also risk, 5%, whatever you want to go ahead and risk, right? Now, your order types is either buy and sell. When you're setting up the basic webhook, it's only going to be one or the other, right? Because we want to go ahead and be very, very specific, okay? So let's go ahead and go back to Tradingview. I'm going to go ahead and exit this right here. Now, when we are setting up V3, okay, this only goes for V3, right? Because V3, like I said, has many, many alerts. Now, we're going to go ahead and uncheck all of these because the only one that we want to go ahead and get alerted, okay, is for when we have a buy alert, okay, buy alert. So now that we have all of those checked, when you guys set up your alerts, you're only going to receive a specific alert, right? And as you guys can see here, we have buy selected. So for buy, what we're going to go ahead and do, okay, is click OK. And now we're pretty much set on V3, okay? We know that when the alert fires, if we're setting up an alert, it's only going to go ahead and give you a buy alert. It's not going to give you TPs. It's not going to give you any of that stuff, right? Okay. So now, let's go ahead and go back to Automated Trader. And for this specific one, we're going to go ahead and just name this test. Or let me actually put YouTube. And I'm going to put EU, right? Okay. Now, keep in mind that you are going to want to go ahead and still check your broker on MT4 for the specific name, okay? I've said this in the past, and I'm also going to go ahead and make another video when I'm in the office on this specific setup, okay? But as you guys probably know, okay, with Ventura, okay, it's exactly how it is on Tradingview. So it's EUR USD. So this is the pair that we're going to go ahead and trade. And you're going to want to make sure that, like I said, it is matching what your broker is. Because, for example, if, let's say, for example, your broker's using .pro, you're going to need to go ahead and add .pro. If you were on Henkel, when Henkel was still on MT4, it was .hkt, right? So this has to be broker specific. Now, we're setting up an order type for buys, and this one is going to go ahead and be 5%, okay? Now, keep in mind that you want to go ahead and match, okay, whatever you're risking. So right here, as you guys can see here, we're risking 5%, and these are the results that we're getting, right? Now, for stop loss type, we have it at 25 pips, right? And I did this, like I said, because we wanted to go ahead and get in and out of trades fast for testing, okay? But this goes for any specific chart. If you're like, for example, if you're trading BTC, you guys can come here and you can see pips and points would be 250 rather than 25, right? Okay, let's go back to Euro. So as you guys can see here, we have our stop loss inputs and we have our take profit inputs as well. So essentially, all we're going to go ahead and do is go back to Automated Trader, okay? And we're going to go ahead and mirror that, okay? So right here, our stop loss is 25 pips. Now, take profit, okay? Remember, this is the beginning order, okay? This is entering you into a trade and it's putting your stop loss and your take profit. Now, keep in mind that if you're using V3, okay, which is going to have TP1, TP2, TP3, okay? What you're essentially going to want to go ahead and do is if you have it as pips and points, you're going to want to go ahead and check to see where your TP3 is, okay? Because you're not going to go ahead and put TP1, and I will show you why in just a second, okay? You're going to go ahead and put your TP3 because this is maximum take profit. Remember that this is just the initial order, okay? So let's go ahead and click save. Scroll down here. As you guys can see here, we have YouTube EU, and you guys can change the color. For this specific one, since it's YouTube, I'll go ahead and make this bright red so you guys can tell the difference, okay? Now, when you have your basic webhook set up, you only have one message alert, okay? And this right here is exactly how easy it is. So for your entry, what you're going to want to go ahead and do is you're going to want to go ahead and click copy webhook message. And remember, right here, you have this selected as market order, okay? This one, okay, you have multiple things, which I'll get to in just a second. But essentially, anyone that you have clicked here, that's the message that you're going to be copying. So for this one specifically, you only have one message. So we're going to come back here and we're going to go ahead and set up an alert. Remember that this is just for your entry, okay? So for this one, I'm going to put buy entry, right? And then you can just name this whatever, you know. I'm going to just put YouTube EU, okay? You're going to go ahead and erase all of this, and you're going to paste the message in there, okay? Now, that's all you have to do right here. The next thing that you're going to want to go ahead and do is go to notifications, and then you're going to want to go ahead and come back to here, and then you're going to want to go ahead and copy the webhook URL. Once you do that, you're going to go ahead and paste that here, and you're going to click create, okay? So bada bing, bada boom, simple enough, right? We have our alerts set up, okay? Now, okay, let me see exactly where it is. It's right here. It's buy entry YouTube EU, okay? That's it. Now, when this goes heads and fires a buy, you're going to enter a trade with this specific parameters, okay? Now, here's where it gets fun, okay? And this is why I say Automated Trader is going to change the game as long as you guys learn how to use these specific tools, okay? Trusted Signals is already providing you great strategies, back testable, but how can we automate it, okay? Because now we're going to get into TP1s, break evens, TP2s, and all that good stuff, okay? Now, in order to go ahead and do that, you're going to want to go ahead and modify. So right here is going to say list of messages, okay? And we're going to go ahead and put a new message, okay? Now, for this one, okay, this is an update, right? So if you wanted to go ahead and come back to here, okay, keep in mind that this really is for Trusted Signals primarily because the way the settings are built, like I said, we have multiple alerts, okay? So if you wanted to get alerted for a break-even alert, right, you can easily do so by clicking break even, okay? Now, when this goes to break even and you set up your break even here, you're going to get an alert and it's going to go ahead and move your stop loss, okay? And if you click all trades, any trade that you have running, okay, not just the trades that were opened by this webhooks, will go ahead and close and move your stops to break even, which I have another video in the future that's going to show you exactly how to use this with manual trades, okay? Now, like I said, if we're going to go ahead and do that, okay, we're going to go ahead and put Euro USD, okay? And then let's say we're going to go ahead and save, okay? Now we're going to go ahead and see this here, update stop loss. You're going to be able to copy this message, okay? And essentially you're going to go ahead and do the same thing, okay? Remember, you only want to go ahead and choose the alert that you're specifically going to need for when that alert fires. What is it going to do in MT4, okay? Now, very simple, okay? Same way, click it, click add alert, and then you would be essentially pasting this. And anytime that alert fires, it's going to go ahead and update your stop loss, okay? I'm not going to save this one because I'm going to go ahead and show you a step further, okay? Now, that's exactly how you update your stop loss, okay? But if you want to go ahead and close partials, which is something very, very cool, you're going to want to go ahead and click new message. Now, keep in mind that this may seem like a lot, But before, it was only giving you the first message, okay? Right here, market order, stop loss, take profit, position size, right? And then that's it. Now you're going to be able to go ahead and set up another alert